a new invention brought to you by the Anti-Defamation League, also known as the Defense League, brought to you on twitch.tv/Hasanabi. No, literally, if you put on Politics CCL, they don't serve any ads. Your channel runs Twitch ads? Wait, it...
I know this is a topic,
The
but
death
it's
of
something that
streaming.
only continues to spiral more and more out of control. Advertisements during streams. Twitch being the most egregious culprit. I think out of pretty much every service that exists, Twitch's advertisement model is the worst. Actually, you know what? Strike that from the record. I take that back. Put the poop back in my butt. I'm not giving that crown to Twitch because I think mainstream media outlets are so much worse with their advertisements. I don't know how many of you have gone on the internet with the condom off, no ad blocker. It is miserable when you go to any news site. Like, tabloids are the worst, like Daily Mails, obviously, The Sun, shit like that. You will not even see your article. There'll be like 4 auto-playing ads everywhere. Cerebral jacking in, like, Ford advertisements. Like, the article is just encapsulated, entombed in so many ads. So I actually think journalism sites are much worse, but Twitch is a close second. Anyway, the reason why I'm yapping about this again is...
No, dude, when you're on your phone and you try to scroll any website, like any news website, it is the most cumbersome, the worst experience of all time. Because my phone doesn't have ad blocker. It is a nightmare. The web page doesn't load because it's just filled to the fucking brim with ads. And then when it does finally load, you scroll, and then while you're in the process of scrolling, an ad pops up. Like through the scrolling endeavor. An ad is scrolling up, and then you accidentally hit it, and then now you're on a totally different page. It is the worst, dude. Oh my God, it's so bad.
Because a report was recently published about how Twitch viewership is down significantly, the lowest level it's been in 5 years since their bot crackdown, which I've already touched on, but a lot of people have been speculating that it's more than just the bots contributing to the decline in viewership. XQC's take recently just kind of popped off and has reopened this discussion to a broader audience, and it's a really interesting one. He and many others believe that a lot of people are tuning out of Twitch because the ads ruin the experience. What's going on Twitch right now is often being compared to television. How TV started to decline once streaming got a foothold because most people switched from TV to streaming because they were fed up with all of the ad breaks interrupting them. It was far more convenient and a lot more enjoyable to just watch what you want to watch without any interruptions. But of course, that opened up its own can of worms with how many streaming services are popping up like weeds across the globe. It is a goddamn pandemic. But the point is, ads made people want to switch from that service, television, to something that had less ads. And in the streaming space, right now we're seeing that with Twitch mainly, but not just exclusively to Twitch, YouTube. YouTube ads have recently been exploding. Like, there are so many more ads now that users are noticing during streams. Though it can't hold a candle to Twitch, where the standard affair on Twitch, if you don't have an ad blocker or if you're not subscribed to the streamer you want to check out, is you go on Twitch, you go to a category, you click on a stream, you sit through like a 2-minute pre-roll ad before you ever even see the content. You see, like in the top right, the countdown for how many more minutes of ads you have to sit through before getting to the content you wanted to watch in the first place. And you say it's not worth it, and you exit out of that person's stream and then just go to someone that you're subscribed to, or you just go somewhere else. Like, I am at the point, and I've been at this point for a while, where if there's a pre-roll that plays, I just leave. And on my streams, there are pre-rolls. Not because I put them there, it's because Twitch has it as an automated process. If you don't run at least, like, 3 minutes of ad breaks...
Yo, I have a solution. If he wants to truly be ad-free, put the politics... CCL on and you'll be fine. A new invention brought to you by the Anti-Defamation League, also known as the Defense League, brought to you on twitch.tv/Hasanabi. No, literally, if you put on Politics CCL, they don't serve any ads. Your channel runs Twitch ads? Wait, it does? No, people say that, but no, I think it's your ad blocker that thinks I'm like automatically running an ad or something. I don't even have pre-rolls anymore. Yeah, because I have a content label. I have a content classification label for politics. And Twitch does not serve any politics on the, or serve any ads on the politics content classification label. Prime ads? Your channel runs Twitch as Prime? No, I don't think so.
3 minutes worth of ads for every hour that you stream, Twitch puts pre-rolls there. You earn your good boy points through ad breaks on Twitch, and if you reach a...
You said it's because your contract ended? Yeah, I stopped running ads because my contract ended. But there were still pre-rolls that could be run. But the reason why pre-rolls don't run is because I'm on the politics content classification.
certain threshold, they get rid of the pre-rolls. What benevolent saints. For me, though, I don't do the 3-minute ad break. I do the literal lowest level possible. I'll show you exactly what it looks like to clear up a lot of confusion I'm seeing, because now a lot of people are saying, Twitch is blameless. Actually, we need to all point our fingers at the streamers. They're the ones that are running 30 minutes of ads per every hour they stream. They're the ones that are greedy and putting the pre-roll ads there. And you're half right. There are streamers that do put the maximum amount of ads per hour possible and just force their viewers to just take the punishment, take the belt to the cheeks. That's brutal. It does get rid of the pre-rolls, but that shit sucks. The pre-rolls are something that Twitch does, not the streamer. So as you can see here, streamers like you have to run up to 3 minutes of ads per hour. In the past month, streamers like you who are based in US, have 6K concurrent viewers, stream gaming, whatever, have to run 3 minutes of ads per hour. So they're trying to push that, and if you don't, then you get the pre-rolls. So I have it set to 30 seconds of ads per hour that I stream, the actual lowest it can possibly go. And because of that, I have pre-rolls that Twitch shoehorns in there. But this can go all the way up to 22 minutes and 30 seconds worth of ads per hour that you stream. And I think there are streamers that do that. They just have it go Insano style, turbo mode, off the charts ads out the wazoo here for it. And that is entirely on the streamers. That is not, like, I do think that ruins streaming. Streamers that do that and try and, like, normalize that level of ads. That shit is diabolical. But as for the pre-rolls, that is on Twitch. And I think that is a terrible, terrible practice. That is the antithesis to what streaming is supposed to be, where it is just a live flow of content and you click on things that seem interesting or streamers that you might be interested in watching, and no one wants to sit through 3 minutes before they even see that stream to see if they even like that streamer. They're just going to leave, like I do. It's just stupid. But it is what it is. That's what the platform is. And it's extremely annoying. And I would actually say that the way Twitch does ads is worse than television ever was. By its very nature, streaming is supposed to be a constant flow of content. You are watching something live. And when it gets interrupted with a 3-minute ad break, it's not just like everything pauses while you watch those ads. You are just now missing 3 minutes of what you tuned in to see. Whereas television, even when you're watching like a live sporting event, when the ad break pops up, there's a timeout. There is a break. You don't miss anything. Or if you're watching your favorite show and it gets to the big climax and then there's an ad break, well, the climax doesn't happen in the background. You don't miss anything. When it comes to streaming, you do. So I think it is much worse, and it is much more intrusive, and it is far more out of control now than it ever was for TV. Because at least with TV, there was like a set amount of commercial breaks. On Twitch, Jesus, Lord knows, because streamers control it. And there are a lot of streamers that just do like maximum ad breaks, so it'll be like 7 minutes worth of ads for every hour streamed, or significantly more. Like they could be doing 3-minute ad breaks every like 10 minutes. Like there is no telling how many ads you will be served when watching a Twitch stream. At least with TV, you knew. There was an expectation, and there was plans around it from the content itself. Again, you didn't miss anything with the ad breaks. With streaming, you do. And it's annoying. And people are really fed up. So I do agree with the take that XQC has said, as well as many others have said, about how ads are literally leading to like the death of streaming, in particular on Twitch. Because Twitch is the worst offender for it. YouTube is going down that path with how many ads they're starting to shove down users' throats. Twitch is still in a worse state with it, and I don't see either platform improving in this department. I just think they're going to make it even worse. Especially Twitch. Twitch, I feel like, has been treading water for a while. Now they do this bot crackdown, their numbers plummet for a little bit. I think that maybe scares them a bit about like the potential advertiser hit that they might take, where the advertisers are like, oh, Twitch, this is a big drop. Maybe we won't spend as much on Twitch. Maybe it's not worth the budget that we're allocating over there. We're going to cut back on this. Like, and then they're going to go even harder, like pushing their other brand partners to try and like foster that relationship and keep it tight, because they're going to need to, latch on to it. So I really feel like Twitch's direction with ads has only been getting worse and more intrusive and ruining the experience further and further. YouTube is starting to follow suit because, like I mentioned, they are pumping a ton of ads on streams as well now. Not to Twitch's level yet, but it is there. And I just think that it is horrible for streaming, like in general. Nobody wants to sit through streams like that where it's interrupted by minutes worth of ads for shit nobody wants in the first place. It is what caused TV to go in a bit of a rough patch there, because streaming offered a better ad-free service. And I've already seen some spitball solutions here that I think are pretty trash. One of them was, well, you should be paying all the streamers anyway, so if you want to watch free, well, fork over some clams to the streamer and subscribe to them. What the goober? No, that's super stupid. Streaming is free. Like, you are producing...
Excellent React King. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Take a week off. All right, I don't even fully understand. I mean, he's just like, he's just complaining about how ads are slammed up the ass cheeks of Twitch as a platform, which is true.